This video is inspired by two great mentors, Alejandro Cardona and Jorge Serratos, who have dedicated their lives to studying how the subconscious mind determines our relationship with money, prosperity, and success. They have clearly shown us that abundance does not depend on chance, but on our internal programming. Next, we will reveal the most powerful blocks that keep millions of people tied to scarcity, and that, if not detected and eliminated, will continue to repeat generation after generation. 1. The subconscious financial programming block. Every person has a financial thermostat installed during childhood. Some grew up believing they could only receive $1,000 a month, others that living day to day is normal. That invisible number becomes an automatic limit. The problem is that even if consciously you want more, your subconscious regulates how much you allow yourself to receive. 2. The cultural and cheating trap block. In many cultures, there is the belief that in order to succeed, you have to cheat. That idea plants distrust. You distrust investors. You distrust businesses. And you end up placing your hope in luck, buying lottery tickets, waiting for a stroke of chance. With this, you unconsciously affirm, I am not capable of creating abundance on my own. 3. The randomness block. Millions believe that getting rich depends on an external event, winning a prize, inheriting, or that someone else will save me. This block is lethal because you give up your creative power and hand it over to chance. True abundance is built, not awaited. 4. The money leakage block. Many do receive money, but they don't keep it. They spend it as fast as it comes. This happens because in their subconscious programming there are phrases like, money is bad. If I have too much, something bad will happen to me. This block manifests as being unable to hold on to wealth, even if you manage to attract it. 5. The misunderstood competition block. Since childhood, many were told phrases like, you always want to win. That creates unconscious guilt for succeeding. The result, people sabotage themselves because they believe that if I win, someone else loses. But as Alejandro Cardona teaches, abundance is unlimited. Your success does not take away from others. 6. The inherited scarcity mindset block. We come from families, neighborhoods, or cultures where most people lived in survival mode. That energy gets installed like a scarcity chip. You grow up thinking that aspiring for more is pretentious, or that success is reserved for just a few. This is one of the most invisible blocks, because living limited becomes normalized. 7. The incredulity and self-sabotage block. As Jorge Serratos used to say, there are people who lost the game before it even started. Many don't even allow themselves to try because they repeat phrases like, that's impossible. That's a scam. That can't be done. The subconscious blocks any possibility before it even begins, and as a result, the prophecy is fulfilled. It never happens. Key to overcoming the blocks. Alejandro and Jorge agree on one thing. There is always a way. The unlocking begins when you decide to detect those limiting beliefs. Reprogram your mind with new positive commands. I am prosperous and wealthy. I always have money, and money stays with me. Train abundance as if it were a sport, with discipline, preparation, and a winning mindset. These are the most important blocks that steal abundance from us. Detecting them is the first step. Transforming them is the path. And let's remember that thanks to the teachings of Alejandro Cardona and Jorge Serratos, today we have more clarity to identify where we are sabotaging ourselves and how to begin living in true prosperity. Imagine coming back 1 year from now and realizing that everything you wrote today became reality. That is the power of manifestation with action. Leave me a comment about which result you are going to work on first and subscribe, because together we are going to turn dreams into facts.